What do I miss from my school days? How about spiral-bound notebooks? And it was awkward because I'm a lefty, and so writing notes during class was difficult, so I had to get a little bit creative through the years and flip them backwards and write from back to front, and that's how I kept my notes. The other thing that I really miss, my high school was part of the Monroe School District's plan this past summer to knock down my alma mater. Each brick, a memory for all of us students there. They have a new school now for new memories.
So you know what I really miss? When the teacher would ask for a volunteer to pull down those huge maps that were right in front of the chalkboard. Maps of the United States, maps of the world. Boy, I used to volunteer to do that because I was the tallest kid in the class. I really miss that.
You know, kids these days watch video in class, but I miss the days of the old 16mm film projectors. Remember those in school? Click, 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 click. And then the film would break and the kids would all cheer because that boring science movie was done.
I grew up in Finneytown, go Wildcats, and I went to Brent Elementary School, and it was probably a mile away, and we walked to and from school every single day. And I can tell you that my kids have never had that opportunity. Their school was just too far away. I wish that still happened more than it does.
The one thing I always had to do was clean out the erasers. At least in 5th and 6th grade, I had to clean out the erasers. So that meant taking the erasers, which were full of chalk, to the custodial closet and banging them on this weird looking vacuum to get rid of all the chalk. And I think probably to this day it's why I absolutely hate the feeling of chalk or anything dusty or gritty on my hands.
Well, it starts with the trapper keeper. Remember that sound? Love that sound. Pencil sharpeners, I like the smell of the pencil sharpener, but I hated actually sharpening it because your butt would shake in the front of class. That was no good. Didn't want to do that. The AV cart, you have to cart into each classroom when you wanted to watch like the space shuttle launch or something. And I don't know if you've been in schools now, but the announcements, they're not like the old school like Charlie Brown teacher announcements. It's like fancy video, iPhone shooting. Like these little second graders are out shooting videos better than probably what I could do. But that's what I miss.
There was nothing like getting on the school bus, getting out a book or looking through my planner for the day, or just having that time to get lost in my thoughts. Now it's straight to the cell phone and the kids are playing. So I kind of wish more kids put the devices down and could actually have that time to just get lost in the moment.
I miss the nuns in St. Nicholas in Struthers, Ohio with their 18-inch rulers. It wasn't always pleasant, but I'll tell you what, they got your attention.
These days, a child takes their lunch to school in one of these, which is kind of generic. But when I was in school, the big deal was your lunchbox. And in fact, my very first lunchbox I still have. It was my Annie Oakley lunchbox, named after my favorite TV character. And I had begged my mother to let my hair get long enough so I could have pigtails like Annie Oakley. So I went to 1st grade with my pigtails and my Annie Oakley lunchbox, and I was so proud.